I like vegans. I like vegans. I like vegans.
I am a red-blooded American man who has killed a lot of animals.
Plants have protein, they really do.
I like vegans.
Being vegan is healthy, you know it's true.
I like vegans.
Ooh, plants have protein, they really do. So why the fuck aren't you vegan yet? No more excuses for you.
Hello students, welcome to class. I'm Miss KADIE, that vegan teacher. I have to look over here to make sure that that red button is pushed because sometimes I push it and it doesn't work. You know, I'm not so good at technology, but you know who has a really great system here? Look at this, Tash Peterson. Look how pretty that is. She's now got herself all into this little pink box and pink and purple. Everything's all looking nice. I'm a little bit jealous, to be honest. Anyway, today we're going to be looking at her. Tash Peterson, animal rights activist, very famous young lady, very brave, really does care about the animals. And then there's this guy. You know, I went to Oompaville. He has millions of followers, and I went to see him in Texas. He invited my husband and I down there, and he interviewed me. And you should check out that interview. It was actually pretty good. He didn't edit it the way that some people do, but he was a bit upset. I noticed that when the video came out, he thought it was going to have like 10 million views. But the reason that it didn't is because just before that, Ben of the Week had been to my house and he had made a video about me. So Oompaville thought he was going to be the first. It didn't realize that Ben of the Week had sort of jumped the queue there. And so by the time that this video came around that Oompaville had done about me, well, it was kind of like, well, everybody kind of had already got some idea of what it's like to be me. And yeah, he was kind of upset about that, I think. But you know, Oompaville is a businessman and he is also a bit strange. I have to say, he is a bit bizarre. I'm not happy with the way that I've seen him behave, making sexist jokes and being cruel to his dogs. Find it really odd. As you guys probably know right now, by now he's with Call Me Chris, who is another person who likes to pay for the execution of animals. Call Me Chris might look pretty on the outside, but she's truly evil on the inside. So this is, for example, a picture of Call Me Chris. You can see that there's a dead animal behind her. Probably a sheep. She's standing on a dead cow, a dead baby cow who was ripped from his mother, his skin ripped off of him, turned into a carpet, and she dances on top of his death. These are the kind of people we're talking about. And when asked to please stop, they just laugh in our faces. So, you know, they make a good fit in that sense. But anyway, let's just see what Tash Peterson is going to say here. She thinks he's an actual psychopath, or she's asking the question anyway. This is 34 minutes. Oh my God, are you guys ready for this ride? Oh boy, I better take a coffee or something. I don't know. Anyway, let's have a look at it together, all right?
Be fucking vegan.
Be like Joe
Be fucking vegan.
Tap into your empathy.
Be fucking vegan.
Come on and sing the song.
Be fucking vegan.
And Google watch
Be fucking vegan. I like vegans.
Here we go.
I used to raise cattle. I've had cattle, sheep, pigs, etc. I raised them from the time they were a baby, and then I killed them.
Okay, yes. Well, look at Tash's face. What exactly? That's exactly how I felt when he told me that. I found it to be so bizarre. You see, he was raised in a family where that's what you're brought up to do in the United States. They basically take out all the empathy, all the sympathy that a child can have. They beat it out of them at a young age. They help them in the South to raise animals, and then the kids themselves have to give them up. So there's a part of the child's heart that dies. I would actually say that it's child abuse to do that to a child. Help them to raise a sheep or a cow and then send them away to slaughter. It would be like you or somebody you know who has a cat or a dog, and then after about a year you just hand them over and you know that somebody's going to kill them and eat them. It's pretty messed up. Does it make you sad to know that some people hurt animals? If so, subscribe. Stay with us. You're already vegan at heart.
I am a red-blooded American man who has killed a lot of animals.
I'm not sure that you have red blood though, to be honest. I think your blood is probably black because what you're capable of doing, Oompaville, is extremely cruel.
and eaten their bodies. And if I don't consciously remember that fact, it doesn't taste as good.
I don't understand people. I don't understand the entitlement of people.
That is truly bizarre, and honestly, I think he should be taken away. Anybody who admits to that is a danger. Anyone who hurts animals is a danger to society. This is how the real psychopaths start.
According to research, it might be advisable for Call Me Chris to stay far away from Oompaville because she claims to have been sexually assaulted in the past, and she should be aware of the signs. Now, if Oompaville clearly enjoys hurting animals and feels no remorse, here's what the psychologists say. Psychological research indicates a significant association between animal cruelty and subsequent violence towards humans. Individuals who engage in animal abuse are more likely to commit offenses such as assault, domestic violence, and sexual abuse. For instance, the FBI recognizes animal cruelty as a predictor of future violent crimes, including assault, rape, and murder. Similarly, studies have found that a history of animal cruelty during childhood is significantly associated with antisocial personality traits and disorders. These findings underscore the importance of addressing animal cruelty not only for the welfare of animals, but also as a measure to prevent potential human violence.
Bizarrely, in a strange turn of events, when I was down there, one of the things he does with the different guests that he has is he gives them guns. They go onto a place and they shoot guns. So I was trying to be a good sport about it. You know, my whole goal is to get attention to the animals, to get them to watch the documentary Dominion Movement. Because most people who watch that documentary have like a really sad experience and they come out of it going, okay, yeah, I should be vegan. But Oompaville is somebody who truly has, he's bizarre. He's just not like everyone else. I think there is something seriously wrong with him. But you know what? Let's just keep going. Let's keep listening. Oh, I never told you though. I did end up shooting a gun at a hill. He basically has people shooting at a hill. And it occurred to me at one time, because he's been so cruel to me, that, you know, he could easily have just ended my life right there in the middle of the field. I was surrounded by all of his friends, I don't know if they're actually friends. I think he pays everyone to be around him. He always has a sort of an entourage around him. It's like he's afraid to be alone. I have a lot of stories to talk about with him. One point we were in a restaurant and he saw his ex-girlfriend there and he literally ran out and just hid in the car. I don't know if he was afraid that she was going to say something to me or about him or to him. I have no idea. Anyway, let's keep watching.
What? That's disgusting.
Why haven't I changed instantly overnight to be vegan? I don't know, dude.
I know. You're just incapable of feeling. You care about money. You want fame. You think it's funny to talk about animal abuse. And I don't think you even realize how much harm you've done, Oompaville. See, the thing is, you have people like Tash Peterson who's trying to save animals. She's doing a lot to gain awareness. But then you have these trash, disgusting, despicable people on the internet who literally get paid money because they have sponsors, they have advertisement from McDonald's and all these horrible places which encourage people to be unhealthy and which encourage violence. And this guy is making money off of that, and I think it's really sad. It's a sad society that we have right now. I don't have a single sponsorship, and I know that Tash Peterson, she has to have an OnlyFans just to be able to pay her bills. Society's backwards. That's why you should not be sponsoring or promoting these kinds of cruel people. I know there's an attraction to see what they're saying, but you should truly unfollow them, and you should follow animal rights activists if you care about the future of the planet, if you care about human health, and if you care about the animals. Now, of course, being vegan is not actually about anything except the animals, but it just happens to be the best decision you can make for your health and also for the planet.
I'm a psycho. I don't know. I don't care. I'm a psycho. I don't know. I don't care.
Yep.
I'm enjoying myself. I don't.
You know, did you guys ever watch the show called Dexter? Dexter, the guy who liked tying up people and unaliving them? This guy's a bit like that. He really has a dark, evil side to him. It's kind of creepy. Very creepy. There is a difference, though, between Dexter and Oompaville. Dexter killed people who were cruel. He killed murderers. He killed despicable people who did many things wrong. Oompaville kills the innocent. Baby animals.
Care that much about animals.
Or people, for that matter. I've seen the way that he treats people around him. He uses people. They're all there like pawns in his game. We need people who are intelligent, but who also have a heart. That's what we need. We need a balance of people.
I own 4 cattle, and I'm excited to be able to grind them up and eat them.
You see, this is the weird thing. Because of people like Oompaville doesn't probably realize this, or certainly doesn't care. But because of people like this who brag about hurting animals and who think it's hilarious, I have myself noticed in my comment sections so many evil people who think it's actually funny to do that. Back in the day when I first became vegan, at least when you told people that you were vegan and you told them the reasons why, you could see in their eyes like, yeah, I should be vegan. It's wrong, I guess, to hurt animals. Now we have a whole new generation because of absolutely disgusting people like him who think it's funny to make fun of animal abuse, and people like Sniper Wolf and his girlfriend, Call Me Chris, all really, really evil people to the core.
Hunt every single year. I love it. It's fun.
How is hurting another animal fun? We are animals too. How is that fun?
Bill is a YouTuber with over 5 million subscribers. He's made endless videos about that vegan teacher, and more recently, he's made a video about me. So let's see what he has to say. So his video about me is titled "The Vegan, Even Worse Vegan Teacher." But anyway,
yeah, I'm not sure what that
moving
means.
on. So I have already seen this video he's made about me, and I've watched every single video he's made about Miss KADIE.
Oh, wow, you saw all of them. Okay. Oh my God. Let's go back a bit.
He's made about me, and I've watched every single video he's made about Miss.
Okay, let's see if we can stop. Okay, yeah, he says that I made a fool of myself in this video where I was just singing a song and talking about how Gordon Ramsay should not be eating animals. He should be promoting kindness, and he should be promoting a plant-based diet. I'm not sure that how that makes me a fool, or that I'm making a fool of myself by trying to promote kindness. But see, this is the type of thing I'm talking about. In this video, Gordon Ramsay was pretending to eat a vegan burger, but then he said it was meat. He said it was a dead animal. And over 50 or 60 million people saw that. Last time I checked, it was almost 60 million people saw that video of him making fun of me. And instead of what a decent person would do would be to say, hey, that wasn't cool. Oompaville found a way to make money off of that. Here we have, I feel terrible for that vegan teacher. He says that, but he doesn't. These are all just clickbait. Here he puts a weird smile on my face. This is when my channel was taken down. I had 1.8 million followers on that account. I had all of my accounts taken down, over 2 million subscribers over there on TikTok, which I now have managed over a long time to get back up to 1.1 million. If you want to follow me over there, by the way, it's Music by That Vegan Teacher. I do some lives there once in a while, and we do some dancing. Music by That Vegan Teacher. And let's see what the next one is.
KADIE.
Okay, we have more here. I finally understand the vegan teacher, he says. And then here, yeah, he made me cry. I told him at the very beginning, this is 3 years ago, I said, you know, it really makes me sad when you promote so much cruelty. Didn't seem to care, kept doing it. And yeah, here's more videos of him because he realized that he can make money. Look at this. See, 2 million views on this one. Yeah. Anyway, hopefully you guys can subscribe to my account. I would really appreciate if you did that to help me to save the animals. If you think that animals have a right to live and not be forced to live in Holocaust-like conditions, please take a moment. Look down below. You see the subscribe button? Press it. Press it to show that you care about animals. And press the notification bell too if you want to see the new videos that come out. I would really appreciate it.
Dance with me, baby. A vegan world is coming. A vegan world is coming soon. Dance with me, baby. A vegan world is coming. A vegan world is coming soon.
My goodness, did you see that? I mean, it happens so fast you can't even keep track of it. And then he says one video he said he's vegan from now. This is me. I don't know why I had a green jacket here, why they decided to make it pink. It was such a bizarre thing to twist it like that. And he lied. He said that he would strive to be vegan if I came down there to Texas when I went to visit with my husband. You know, it was really weird. I said, I'll come as long as you cook for me and stuff like that. And then he didn't actually cook. He just had a bunch of stuff and he just sort of stood there. And like, I was hoping that he would have Googled some vegan recipes and would take the lead and I would kind of join in. But it didn't work out that way. And in that video, this one here, you know, I was trying to have a good attitude with him. I was just doing whatever he wanted to do and going along with it. But I was kind of surprised that he wasn't as playful as he seems. Off camera, he's a bit awkward. And I tried to suggest, hey, let's do some videos too. Let's do some little dancing and stuff. And as soon as the cameras are off, he's like different. Just different. It was a bit creepy. Yeah.
Animals are innocent, like children. They need protection. Save them now. Save them now.
I mean, to be honest, at the end of the visit, he did give my husband and I a hug goodbye. And I was hoping that the video that he made was going to be okay. And he, you know, it was all right. You should check out the interview if you want. Maybe I'll review it actually myself one day. That's what I should do. And talk about what I was really thinking during the interview and what kind of parts he edited out and so on.
And I still can't quite figure him out. Is Oompaville a pre-vegan or is he a psychopath? On one hand, he talks about how he loves his dogs and he respects animals and that he even has respect for some vegans. But on the other hand, he makes jokes about eating his own dogs.
Now that's a fucking abomination right there. I can get behind fucking getting rid of that thing.
Yeah, he has these dogs with the really flat face, which means that they were bred into existence to suffer. I'm not sure why on earth he would buy a dog that he knows is suffering, unable to breathe properly. Well, actually, I do know, because they're props to him. They're just props in his play. He does them to get attention, and it's pretty sad.
That thing, I'm putting it in a soup.
And he makes an absolute mockery about animal abuse and murder.
I'm an actual murderer of animals.
So to
Did you see the pig there that was edited in there? Let me see if I can go back. I'll go back and press the letter J and see if that...
Fucking getting rid of that thing. Grind that thing, I'm putting it in a soup.
And he makes an absolute mockery about animal abuse and murder.
And he's saying he's an animal abuser. You know what? I read a quote once that said, whatever somebody tells you about themselves when they describe themselves, believe it.
Actual murderer.
Look at this. Do you know that pigs suffer terribly in Holocaust-like conditions for their entire lives? They do suffer as much as the Jews suffered at the hands of the Nazis in World War II. And because there are so many of them, that makes the Holocaust going on right now the worst in history. This pig wants to live as much as any dog does, as much as any cat does. And we have a responsibility as good citizens to call out animal abusers like him and to try to protect animals. I know that most of you, if you ever saw a little pig in a parking lot lost, wandering around, a baby pig, you would immediately stop and try to find the mom or try to find a way to take care of the pig. But at the same time, you would go home and eat one. So that's strange, isn't it? When you think about it, how brainwashed we've become. I urge you, when you see people like him making fun of animal abuse, to stop yourself. Maybe your gut instinct is also to laugh because someone else is laughing and it's sort of a contagious thing. But really try and think to yourself, is this funny? Use your critical thinking skills. Is this someone I want to support? Or maybe I want to make a video calling him out.
So to help me out, I've created a vegan ranking board here. As you'll see, we've got someone like Isaac Butterdick. I feel like he's more of a pre-vegan, so
Okay,
Mr.
Talking about a vegan.
I'm not really
A vegan, not
interested
the
in
vegan
her
teacher,
board there. Let's skip over that. See?
not my Aunt Karen.
Yeah, I'm not his aunt. He did that too. He pretended that I was related to him. Just another lie that he told to try to get attention.
do have an Aunt Karen, though, who is in South Carolina, who I love very much. All right.
The fuck's he talking about? Something about better, body? He's talking about his aunt's body? I don't understand.
Well, I think it's time to change your bee to stop being an animal abuser. Stop supporting animal
That's true. Good job, Tash.
slavery, abuse, and murder by living vegan.
Today we're talking about another crazy vegan woman. A woman by the name of Vegan Booty.
How about we show the truth masters the reality of the dairy industry?
By the way, I like vegans. I really like the idea of being healthy and living a disciplined.
I don't know why he keeps repeating this. I've told him multiple times that being vegan is not about food. It's not about discipline. It is simply about deciding that you're not going to be an asshole to animals. You're not going to steal from them. You're not going to pay somebody to murder them. You're not going to steal their milk. You're not going to kidnap their babies. You're not going to be forcefully impregnating mother cows. You're not going to be taking anything away from them. Not their fur, not their feathers, not their joy, not their freedom, not their dignity, not their lives. For some reason, although Oompaville seems like an intelligent guy, he deliberately, or I don't know why, pretends like he has forgotten this information. Beep! I'm interrupting this video to remind you that if you're getting advertisements for meat, dairy, or eggs, or any other animal-based products during my videos, pay attention to how they try to brainwash you to lose your soul. Do not buy anything that hurts animals. Google vegan foods instead. Google vegan recipes instead. Use your critical thinking skills and learn to be braver than the crowds of bullies in my comment section.
It's not food, it's violence. All the animals wanted to live. It's not food, it's violence. Choose something else instead.
And lifestyle.
Veganism has absolutely nothing to do with health. Yes, you can in fact be healthy and thrive on a plant-based diet. However, veganism is an ethical stance against animal exploitation, slavery, abuse, and murder.
True.
Miss KADIE already told you this years ago,
That's
and
right.
you still can't comprehend what veganism is.
Being vegan is not about food.
Oh.
Exactly. I said that so many years ago.
Not a diet.
Oh.
And you hear him saying, oh, like it is registering. Look at that. 2021. My goodness. 4 years ago.
Animal liberation.
I like the idea of deciding to do things for some kind of greater good. But this stuff,
Like what? Like what? You literally make candy, which makes people sick. It's not good for them. What are you doing for the greater good? You kill animals. You get your money off of the backs of animals. You eat animals. You wear animals. You're full of shit. Absolutely garbage. To say that? You think that anyone believes you, that you care for about something about the greater good? No. No, you don't. You care about yourself. That's all you care about. It's all you've ever cared about.
The egg industry is just a cycle of misery. They lie to you endlessly. Don't buy eggs. Walk away. Go to egg-truth.com today.
All right, let's keep watching a little bit more of this. Oh my goodness, we're only 3 minutes in and it's 34 minutes. Oh my gosh.
is stupid. There was like 7 words that I wanted to say all
What?
at once. And instead of deciding to do things for some kind of greater good, but this stuff is stupid. There was like 7 words that I wanted to say all at once. And instead I said stupid. I could say badong. Bad and wrong.
I guess when you can't argue with the truth, calling my activism stupid is the fallback. However, what is in fact badong is what happens to animals in farms and slaughterhouses. What non-vegans do to non-human animals by supporting their slavery, rape, torture, abuse, and murder is more than bad and wrong. It's outright abhorrent, it's disgusting, and it's immoral.
Cash
right.
Peterson's journey into vegan activism began way back in 2017, when a lot of people began their journeys into vegan activism. It became very popular. If you look at this Google Trends graph, it kind of peaked.
Who cares if it's popular or not? It's because the internet started, because we realized that we had an ability to reach out to people.
It
What does this have
honestly
to do
kind of
with
peaked
anything?
then and has just been a solid downhill.
There is
Okay, I'm
solid
not gonna listen to
research
the rest of
and
that.
studies that show that veganism and animal rights activism are only on the increase.
And that is because we are out there constantly. Those of us who care about the animals are speaking out constantly. But the reason that we're having so much trouble is because of cruel people. First of all, the meat industry, the dairy industry, the egg industry, the fur industry, the feather industry, all of these industries are absolutely horrific, but they keep wanting to get money, so they are speaking out against us and doing everything they can to lie about us. I mean, I've had so many lies told about me, I can't even begin to list them. And so there's very few of us vegans trying our best. So that should let you really think about it for a second. Who are the heroes of society? Who are the people who are trying to liberate animals? Animal rights activists. And you know what? During World War II, we would have been the ones who were brave enough to speak out against the Nazis. That would have been us. We wouldn't have been silent. Whereas somebody like Oompaville would have just been hiding in a corner. He's a coward. He is a despicable person.
More and more people every year are choosing to become vegan and support the animal rights movement. So you're absolutely incorrect there. Just like the civil rights movement and the suffragettes, this is a social justice movement and it is here to stay and it is only going to increase over time.
She's absolutely right. People, good people, are speaking out all the time about what's going on. And again, one of the greatest difficulties is that we cannot show what really happens. If we could show what really happens and also not get demonetized, we would do it. It's true animal abuse what goes on. I know most of you think that you know what happens, but you don't. You don't know. Because if you're just a normal person who watches Dominion Movement, you will cry. Not just cry, but bawl your eyes out. It is that horrific what we do. Please stop eating animals. Please stop stealing their milk. Please stop raping mother cows, stealing their babies, killing their babies, turning them into veal sandwiches. Please stop going to places like SeaWorld. Please stop going to places like circuses. You don't need a wool coat. You don't need a coat with fur on it. You don't need a coat with fur trim. You can be a decent person and proud of yourself. Don't be like Oompaville. Be better than him.
You guys don't have any rights.
There he is, looking at his animals and mocking them for having no rights. Sickening. See, there they are. You see the 2 dogs? He's always making fun of them. Always ridiculing them. It's not their fault that they were born the way they are with the big eyes.
If there was an amendment to give you rights, I would ask for it to be repealed. Bruh.
Imagine if during the times of human slavery...
Yeah, that is just crazy. We are fighting for animals to have a Bill of Rights. He wants people to have the right to murder their own dogs, to eat them, to murder cats. And he thinks that it's okay, that even if somebody goes ahead and kills somebody else's cat or someone else's dog, he thinks it's fine. I mean, I personally think that anyone who hurts animals deliberately should be given the same punishment as if they're hurting a child deliberately. Because that's the whole point. They are doing it deliberately when they don't have to. It's not in self-defense. Animals absolutely need a Bill of Rights, and they need it now. It doesn't mean that we want to have them to have the right to vote. We know that that's never going to happen, just as children aren't. But they have a right to their body integrity, to keep their babies, to not be exploited, to not be artificially inseminated. All of it.
Someone approached a person of color and said, "You don't have any rights, ha ha, ha ha." I mean, what fucked up piece of shit would do that?
Exactly. Good point. Absolutely good point. Nobody would do that. But if you confront him on that, he doesn't know what to say. He'll just squirm around and he'll just say, "I don't care. I don't care. I don't give a fuck." That's just their answer all the time. The only way that anything could ever be changed is if something terrible happened to someone that they love. Then we'll see how that feels. How do you think it would feel if Oompaville saw Call Me Chris, something happening to her? Do you think he would care? You see, my personal feeling about the two of them is they're both deranged and they deserve each other. I mean, I really hope I'm wrong. I really do. But I see them as two great manipulators who have found each other. And I imagine that they will stay married for a very, very long time because they see the advantage of being together, that they can gain more notoriety. And they are both excellent actors. So they have a lot of people fooled.
This is not a joke. As I said, it is the largest Holocaust in history, and non-human animals are so oppressed that people don't even see or recognize them to be victims.
A pivotal moment for Tash occurred in 2019 in the month of May when she staged her first viral protest at an RSPCA dog walk.
If you want to know the truth about what RSPCA approve, then you need to see Dominion right now.
She's absolutely right. I remember this. She was just simply trying to speak out that the RSPCA is evil.
6-month-old pigs are put into gas chambers and they're burnt from the inside out.
Very epic, very cool. During the event, Peterson criticized participants, asserting that the dog walk was the most violent thing one could engage in.
That's not what happened. That is not what she said.
That's f***ing stupid.
Do you know what's fucking stupid is literally copying other YouTube creators, Sunny V2, who started this rumor that I went to an RSPCA dog walk to accuse people of participating in the most violent thing ever. Let's clear this up once again. I went to this dog walk because it was sponsored and organized by the animal welfare organization RSPCA.
Exactly. You see, this is the problem. We are so few of us, animal rights activists and vegans, that when we rebuttal, we offer an alternative to these lies that are told us about us, people don't see them because we just don't have enough people tuning into our channels. And this is why I am here basically trying to promote Tash's channel, because I think that people need to know the truth about what's really going on.
Who actually support the most violent practices ever, for example, forcing 6-month-old pigs into carbon dioxide gas chambers.
Exactly. You see, this is exactly what happens. The animals are treated horrifically, and this is approved. This horrific thing that they do to them in putting them in these chambers is actually legal, but it should be illegal. If you have a society for the protection of animals, they should not be showing you different ways that you can harm them. They should be taking away all of these bars, opening the cages, liberating the animals, encouraging people to be vegan.
This is where they literally burn from the inside out. They support the rape of dairy cows and forcible impregnation.
Absolutely. Look, RSPCA, this is approved. This is crazy. Did you know that? I was so surprised, so shocked when I found out that these organizations that we think are protecting animals are actually taking part in their abuse daily. Time to do some memory work. Time to memorize this guy's name and the name of his speech. You guys ready? You can do it. Let's read this 5 times together. Gary Yourofsky, the most important speech you will ever hear. Gary Yourofsky, the most important speech you will ever hear. Gary Yourofsky, the most important speech you will ever hear. Gary Yourofsky, the most important speech you will ever hear. Gary Yourofsky, the most important speech you will ever hear.
Of them, the kidnapping of their baby.
Kidnapping of the babies as well. Mothers have baby cows and they are literally taken away from them. And the mothers are crying. The babies are crying. And the reason that this is done is because humans want to steal the milk. And then they kill the baby boys. Whoa, I just heard a big bang outside. What's going on? Oh, I'm here in Montreal right now in Canada, and the snow is falling from the roof in big chunks. All right, let me just ignore that. Keep going here.
Babies, so the farmers can steal the mother's milk and sell it in dairy products. And the murder of 3-day-old bobby calves, the male
So painful to know that this goes on. It is so wrong.
calves who are viewed as
And do you know why Tash is showing this footage so quickly? Because if she shows it longer, she will get her video demonetized just for telling the truth. Isn't that crazy? And then people wonder why she has to have an OnlyFans. Yeah.
as waste products in those industries.
Do you see this? Please go and watch the documentary called Dominion Movement. Go and watch Dominion Movement yourself. Watch the whole thing and film yourself watching it. Film yourself watching it. And watch your own face afterwards. Look at yourself. See if you have empathy. If you see tears in your eyes or you find yourself doing this and not being able to watch it, then you're on your way to being vegan. It means you do have empathy. I know that most of you don't want to hurt animals. I know you don't really.
The RSPCA are a violent organization because they support the animal holocaust and animal slavery. And that's exactly what I was protesting, not people walking their dogs.
You see? Exactly. And what does he do? He just keeps promoting the same lie over and over. Ignorance, cruelty. Deliberate? Probably.
Argument obviously centered on the notion that all animals should be treated equally, and dogs, just because we don't eat them, get treated differently. We kill and eat other animals. I understand it. There is a level of hypocrisy, but like also...
There's no but. There's a level of hypocrisy, and therefore you should be vegan, Oompaville, and therefore you should be praising Tash Peterson's work.
I don't care at all.
So you admit to the hypocrisy in respecting the rights of some species, but exploiting, abusing, and murdering other species, but then you just casually say you don't care. This is exactly why I think this guy's a psychopath. I mean,
Sounds like it to me.
who could not care about animal exploitation? And I say this because Oompaville has actually said in the past, I've watched Dominion and I don't care.
Vegan Teach says she came to Texas because I promised to watch the Dominion documentary, and I did, and guess what? I don't give a fuck.
I don't think he actually did. I think if he did, it was just out of the corner of one eye without truly actually feeling it. Because if he did actually truly watch it and actually pay attention, then he would have cried or he would have felt extreme sadness. So it's either two things. Either he lied or he truly is the psychopath that she thinks he is.
If you don't know what Dominion is, it is a documentary that exposes the animal holocaust. It includes footage inside slaughterhouses where animals are being bashed to death, their heads cut off, they're stabbed in the neck, babies ripped away from their mothers who had been raped. I mean, this documentary exposes so much violence, abuse, and murder. And you've got someone like Caleb saying that he doesn't care.
Why love one but eat the other?
I have a garden. Do you know how many animals I kill to grow blueberries
Oh, bullshit. Oh, this again. So many lies about this.
in Texas? Do you know how many animals I have to kill? Literally, kill.
No, you don't.
Take their
It's
head-
called, build a fence.
Heads off. You know how easy some animals' heads come off their bodies? I'm just kidding. That's really weird to say.
But did you see him? He started to laugh. He thinks it's funny. There's nothing funny about that. Look at Tash's expression.
Being vegan doesn't mean that you just do your best not to eat, wear, or use animals. Being vegan also means you bravely speak out to defend them.
I haven't had to kill any. It's on like a cool raised bed.
See, he admits it. He hasn't had to kill them. So why is he making fun of it? Why does he think it is funny? I will never understand that. Laughing at someone else's pain and sadness. I just don't get it.
A lot of bugs, but
So you think it's all weird to make this joke about animals' heads coming off, which, by the way, is fucked up. You're a fucking weirdo for making such joke. But
She's right.
that's literally what you're paying for in slaughterhouses. You're like, oh, that's weird to say, animals' heads being ripped off. Dude, you're paying for animals to be decapitated in slaughterhouses.
After a lifetime of hell, living in their own feces, in their own urine, without being able to see the sky, in tiny sheds, tiny cages. Mother pigs are so confined that they cannot even turn around. It is super sad if you watch it. There's no reason to eat animals. You don't need to. The Academy of Nutrition and Dietetics has clearly stated that you can be 100% healthy as a vegan. And there are vegans in the Olympics, vegan bodybuilders, vegan runners, vegan marathoners, vegan gymnasts. Here in Canada, we had a vegan who won the gold medal in the Olympics as an ice skater. You know?
I mean, what do you think happens to them for them to end up on your plate? Oh, God, it's just insane to me that non-vegans will make this joke and think like, oh, I've got nothing to do with that. That's really fucked up to make this joke. It's like, dude, you're paying for it.
I love animals. I really do.
No, you don't. You don't love animals. You cannot love someone and then pay somebody to murder them or yourself hurt them. How fucked up is it to say that for him to say that he loves animals and he just said that he kills them? He has killed multiple animals and doesn't care. Like, is he really just that crazy? Or does he think his audience is so stupid that they don't see how crazy that is? How bizarre, how twisted. You cannot love your wife if you harm her. You cannot love your children if you harm them. That's not love. That's cruelty. It's abuse.
Bit kind of, because I'm a cowboy or whatever I do. We have like 9 cattle. I love them so much. One of them is about to have a baby, dude. It's awesome. I love animals. Get some animals.
One of them is about to have a baby. And what, you're going to kill the baby? Rip her skin off?
And take really good care of them and occasionally eat one of them. It's great.
What? I love animals. I respect animals. But murder and eat animals. And it's fucking great to murder and abuse them.
And once again, we don't have to. You can eat lentils. Lentils have 18 grams of protein per cup. You can eat beans and rice and pasta. There are so many, literally thousands of things to choose from in the grocery store. Every kind of nut is vegan. Peanut butter sandwiches are vegan. Oatmeal is vegan. Put some chia seeds in there and some flax seeds in there to get your omega-3 fatty acids. It's so easy to be vegan. So why isn't he vegan yet? I mean, has he even tried to make a tofu scramble ever?
Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Eating eggs is so last century, nobody needs to, so here's what you do. Mash tofu, green onions, and celery in a pan. Add black salt, turmeric, and spices, yes you can. Mix in some vegan mayo. Mix in some vegan mayo. Now mix in a salty pickle. Yeah, that's the way to go. Oh, ooh. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. The egg industry's just a cycle of misery. Let's make the animal holocaust history. Tofu scramble, it's so easy to do. Woo-hoo. Learn how to make it, cause saving animals will make them happy and will make you happy too.
I had a tofu scramble just the other day. I made one for my husband and I, and it was delicious. You guys should absolutely Google some recipes. Google vegan everything. Vegan lentil soup, vegan chilies. Go ahead and Google vegan tofu scramble. I mean, just any meals that you already eat, just get the vegan versions. Just Google it. ChatGPT is great for that. Even if you don't have like all the ingredients for things, you might just have like 5 ingredients in your house. You just type it into the chat there and you say, what do I make that's vegan with this? And they'll help you. It's pretty cool.
Let's flip that around into a human context. Imagine a cannibal saying, I love humans so much. I respect humans, but I just eat them sometimes because they taste good. It's for my pleasure. Everyone would call that person a psychopath. So there's actually no moral difference between a cannibal and a non-vegan because they're both responsible for the abuse and murder of sentient individuals.
Animals are innocent, like children. They need protection. Save them now. Save them now.
Things like the throwing Campbell's soup with the just stop protesters or whatever they are, it doesn't work.
What does that have to do with anything? What does that absolutely has nothing to do with what we're talking about here? We are talking about raising awareness that sentient beings are dying. And of course people can make a difference because 3 times a day on their plate, there are dead animals there. Like, I'm just gonna skip over this part. Anyway, you know what, guys? I think we get the gist of it. I think we get the idea here, what's going on. Maybe I'll review the other half another time, but I noticed the video is already pretty long. If you want to see part 2, let me know down below and I will review it for you if enough people are interested. In the meantime, go and watch the documentary called Dominion on YouTube. And thank you again for subscribing to this channel and pressing the notification bell and helping all of us get the animals out of hell. Thank you.
We say we love animals, yet we hurt them in every way imaginable. We shoot them, we beat them, we skin them, we wear them, we dominate them, we mutilate them, we cut off their skin, we betray them, we choke them, we force feed them, we burn them, we bite and swallow them, we fire guns at them, though they've committed no crimes. We cut off their heads, we kidnap them and trample on their rights. We destroy rainforests to feed them, just so we can eat them. We experiment on them, we spray poisons on them, we radiate them. And all of this karma comes back to us, until we declare, I'll be vegan from now on. If you find value in my work, subscribe and press the notification bell and help me get the animals out of hell. Thank you.